Hey guys, how's it going? Culprit here, and today I wanted to talk to you about another segment in my Reboot Camp series where I'm working on my game and I'm seeing really good progress for myself. Today I want to talk about situational awareness, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a video for you guys, and I'm going to kind of try to talk to you about it, certain elements as they happen while in the video. Basically what I'm going to kind of talk about is using cover, clearing and then advancing, anticipating hotspots, changing lines of sight, using unorthodox lines of sight, so that they're not necessarily expecting you. Recognizing very strong positions when you hold them, and don't be in such a rush to leave them. How do you get better at situational awareness? I mean, the main element is map knowledge, map experience, and using the mini map. And these things, and that itself is an art. Knowing when to glance down at that, when not to, and it's all just a matter of experience. It's all a matter of instincts, and that you only get by playing. And that's the best thing I can recommend to you. Play, and eventually it's going to become second nature to you. So now I'm going to get into the video. It is a 250 ticket TDM on Gofamon. I'm playing, I believe Ertzi was in here, Saber was in here as well, but I wasn't really squatted up. I was trying to go by myself so I could focus on what I was doing. It wasn't calmed up or anything. And yeah, I'm going to talk about specific points as I see them happen, okay? Okay, guys, here we go. So first I should say by practicing this and training this, you should really play slow. If you feel like you're about to get stabbed in the back, that means you're probably playing at about the right pace. Now here's an unorthodox sightline that I'm talking about. If I round that corner or whatever, they could be hard scoping that. So I kind of use that window, use that where it's the opacity there that I can't really see. I get the jump on a guy, I get a kill. So try to be creative with your lines of sight like that. And now I've got a pretty good position because I have this corner I can work. I see my teammates advance, so I know at the least it's pretty safe to move. But then they get held up. I'm not totally sure why, so I take a stab. You see me using the AUG here. I'm trying to fall in love with the AUG. I really am, because I like the idea of the added hip fire bonus, as well as the really quick moving speed with the aim down sights. But I am still having some trouble. So here's a really popular alley. Drop the med pack at my feet in case I get engaged, and I watch that angle. That's usually, if you're gonna come across an engagement, that's where it is. Here I shouldn't really be messing with these guys, especially since there's two of them. So I should have just probably gotten the quick spot and then moved on. Especially using a newer gun that I'm not necessarily that used to. So here, another thing I kind of do as far as me, and this is especially in TDM, not necessarily in the objective games, I don't like to go with a lot of teammates. I kind of like to go against the flow. If they're all heading one way, I'll kind of go the other way. That doesn't mean I go in stark contrast or the exact opposite of them, but I don't like to be in like a wolf pack like that. A, you're competing over kills. B, they get in your way, and a lot of times they'll get you killed. If you're in comms with somebody, that's fine. Here's a good example of me using a little bit of cover. I pop out and get behind this car. Not a lot of people, if they look over here, are going to look at this car first. They're going to look at the corner of the building. And now I have the car that I can jump down and engage the enemies with. So this is, on this map particularly, this doesn't really have much to do with Reboot Camp. This is a nasty spot. I still get sniped, but from behind. So I lingered too long. That's a nasty spawn spot. If you can get in there and the enemy's spawning there, you can really rack up the kills. So now I'm respawning. Get the revive there. Now, I'm trying to think of the hot spots, where guys would be coming from, especially from right here. There's really only one spot a guy could get me. So I'm keeping an eye on that. There's Ertzi right there. He's shooting the other way. So we're kind of covering two avenues. I saw a flicker over here, so I knew something had happened. See, there's a dead body there now. Somebody's engaging me as I get here, so I know there's guys in this area. Now I see. I'm checking my mini-map. I see the guy. You see the guy in the mini-map. Realize he's probably sniping. I get all excited thinking I might be able to get a knife kill. But I kind of mess it up, and I get too jealous with the knife. I get him, but I should have just killed him. But I was trying to stay stealth, and then obviously I run into a whole bunch of guys. They're obviously spawning over here. Use my handgun, take him down, which is nice. It's always nice to see. Got a little streak going there. It got a little lucky. I'm not going to lie. The better players probably should have gotten me. Now I'm really hurt. I should have med packed up. I'm not sure if I tried, and maybe I didn't have the timer reset on that. But got one more, move back to my med pack. I don't linger because I'm still afraid of somebody like chasing me down. I'm watching my mini map here, and that's where I pick up this other guy. I see him. I still probably am rushing a little too much to slow down. But the biggest thing here is I recognize that I'm in a really good spot, and that's the biggest thing I think about situational awareness. I can't get shot from behind necessarily, like from the far corner of the map. There's really two ways people can get me. That guy still got me. I failed on that one a little bit, but he had the quicker gun too, so he had a little bit of an advantage. But that was on me. Up in that corner, I recognize that even though I'm hurt, I'm in an advantageous spot. There's only two ways guys can get me. They can shoot through that one alley, but they can't get through there. So I kind of hung around in there, and you'll see me do that in the future as well, in other parts of this match. And it's just, if you can get in there and guys want to keep running at you, just recognize that you have a really good position. There's absolutely no reason for you to leave there. It is far from camping, so if anybody even accuses you of that, they're being ridiculous. So just hold the advantageous position. Hold it and keep it, and let them keep running at you like a bunch of bozos, and you just clean up the kills. Because there's going to be a lot of times you can't get spots like that. You're going to be really at a disadvantage. You're going to be in a wide open. You're going to be, crossing the street like that guy just was. And you know what? When that happens, you're just going to have to grit your teeth and deal with it. Because, there's nothing you can do with it. You can't be in a good spot all the time. So when you are, recognize it and stay there. Here you see, I'm trying to just peek the corner. That's that alley right there. You always got to be ready. You got to anticipate that there's going to be guys there. Don't look first to see if there's guys there. And, as you approach that alley, just assume they're there. It's easier to assume they're there and check down and relax than it is to be relaxed, go around the corner, and go, oh shit, there's a guy. Like, you're already dead. So just assume that when you peek that corner, be ready to fire. And then you can stand down if there's nobody there. Always be prepared to engage first. You can always, stand down if need be. And I gotta say, I'm liking the AUG. It's got some good qualities in it, like I said. I just seem to have a little bit of an issue with getting the kill, getting that last bullet. Now that could also be, like I said, it is quicker. Now I have no business playing with this guy right now. I saw a sniper glint, and I should just bail. I mean, I get some points to get some kills. That is not the engagement I'm looking for, especially with multiple guys. I take advantage of the fact that I have a very good spot. See, I switch up my line of sight now. Now these guys, I realize they're probably going to come back. They're going to look for me in there. And so I have two choices: either leave that spot or do what I did. And I just switched the line of sight real quick in case there was one guy still alive. He's going to look. He would have looked to the left side of that room. I would have been on the right. It would have saved me a couple seconds, and I might have been able to get another kill out of it. That's another good little thing I've been working on. You got to change the line of sights, and like I did in the beginning with that car, just use unusual line of sights. Everybody's played these maps so much at this point that they know them really well. And this one I fail here. This is pretty bad. I kind of just got a little panicked. Should have kept my cool, and I might have got him. Like I said, everybody's played these maps so much now that they kind of know where they're going to hit targets, they're going to hit hotspots, they're going to get in engagements. They know where guys are going to camp, they know where guys are going to hold up. So if you can just switch it up just a little bit, like I said in the beginning, peeking through that car window, he still got the kill on that one. Peeking through that car window, so it makes it much tougher for someone to see you, A, and then B, hit you. That's a good thing to do. Or there, like I said, shoot out of one window and move to the other one. That's a nice little hip fire. I don't know why that guy is laying, looking the other way. I hadn't picked that up when I first played it. I just saw two guys laying there. But there you see me using some of the hip fire to my advantage. There's no way I get that kill if I aim down sights on both of those guys. So here I am in this corner again. Like, I used it the first time. I got a little bit of trouble. What I'm also doing in TDM is a good rule of thumb. I get sniped out of the second story there. That was pretty quick. I guess I must have been hurt. TDM, biggest rule in TDM, work the perimeter. I mean, you've been hearing guys say that forever. I mean, since other Counter-Strike probably. Just work the perimeter, work the outside of the map. Then you don't have to look at so many flanks. You really only got one flank, and that's just a great rule of thumb in TDM. It works in other games, maybe not as much, but see, that guy's still up on the second story window. So here, I'm sticking with the corner, and this is why, because I got very close to dying there. Even with the med pack, I got very close to dying. But I know I can't really get killed from behind. I can, but I can relax on it a little bit. I don't have to be spying behind me the whole time. I can't get killed from literally to my right now. I really have two lines of sight I have to watch, and that makes me so much more effective to a guy that's towards the middle of the map that has to look 360. You just can't do that. These games are too fast. It's too hard to keep that kind of vigilance up. And you can see I'm working the perimeter, and I'm actually starting to speed up. You see me at one point in this video. Look, I duck in here. There's no sense to go around those windows because you're going to be so overexposed. Duck in here, use the concrete, use the sight line, and you are pretty hard to see in there. Again, working the outsides, that's all I'm pretty much doing. I'm trying to move slowly, clear everything. Like, I just missed this guy, but because I took an unusual route, not crazy unusual, but I just didn't run through the normal hole in the fence. I flanked a little to the right. I was able to get the kill. That was just bad. I can't believe I didn't. I tried to get the nade off. That guy gets me. Is that the same guy again? This time they spawn me in the corner, which is kind of nice. Somebody dies here, so I know there's enemies. I was not ready for that guy, but because I didn't rush and I was kind of going to engage the guy longer, that guy just runs into my bullet stream. Now this I didn't expect. This gets a little crazy. These guys this is what I'm talking about. I recognize I have a very good spot here. I have plenty of cover. I have a corner I can work. I can drop a med pack. I can just wait, and they have to funnel in. And God bless them, they do. This guy, this guy here almost gets in my way more than he helps, because I get frustrated with teammates that just stack on you. You guys know that. And I'm able to clean up, I don't even know, 6, 7, 8 kills here? I'm not sure. Now, I probably should have taken a look or two behind me, because by now, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to clear the area a little bit and, you know, make sure nobody's going to run behind me and get my dog tags. Because I was fully on the minimap that whole time. Those guys that I'm killing are respawning. Who knows where they're respawning? You know someone's going to run directly and try to get me. But I recognized I had a really strong position on them. For them to get me, they had to expose themselves quite a bit. And I just hung out until they stopped coming at me. Now you see here, this is me going against my work the outside. Now I'm confident. I'm like, I don't even know what my score is. I'm feeling good. I start to get too confident. I move into the middle of the map. And see there, I had I had to watch that door. I had to watch the alley. I had to watch across the street. And then I had to watch the roof across the way. There's just too many places, too many hot spots you can get killed from. Again, there you see me work in the corner. Now I know this spot. I like this spot. You see me work. I wasn't ready for him, and I had no business popping out there. I should have peeked first, then moved. Look at that great spawn. That's not editing, guys. That's immediately where I spawned on that guy. 10 feet down his path. So now you see me, I don't shoot that guy because I know that's a bad engagement. But this is what I should have peeked it much slower and then moved. Live and learn. You see me learn right there in the span of 20 seconds. I know there's a guy here because it was at Urti, he ran around the corner. But I'm able to pick out a Saber. I'm able to pick him up because I was not stacked on him. Please, guys, do not stack on your squad mates and stuff. Give a little space just for that reason, in case something happens. You want to be close enough to help and revive each other, heal each other. You want to be far enough that you don't both die from the same grenade. That's a good rule of thumb to play by. So, again, we're standing on this side of the corner. A lot of people stand on the other side. This is what I kind of mean by switching it up just a little bit. So when someone rounds this corner into this alley, their first sight is going to be that other corner, not the one we were on. It might just buy you that fraction of a second that's going to enable you to take the guy down. And that's all you're really looking for. Now, all the while I've been playing, I've really kind of... You obviously can't see it in the video. I wish there was a way to track your eyesight. I'm checking the minimap a lot. And that's a good habit to get into. It's one I've been really trying to train myself because it's delicate. Because you have to know when you can check it. When I'm running like this, I shouldn't be checking it. When you get just a little, like right now I'm surrounded by guys, I could probably look down and check it. You gotta have that sense of when it's good to look and get a bearing on where your enemies are. You're only doing a quick glance, and that takes a lot of practice, takes a lot of training. Scan the minimap real quick. You don't have to know exactly, oh, that guy's in the corner of that building. No, you just, a general direction, how many numbers, which way the guys are moving. You can get a sense of where you're going to get your engagements, where you want to head. So that's pretty much going to wrap it up, guys. It's just a broad talk on situational awareness. I really, like I said, I think this is probably the most important skill overall. And I think it's one that anybody can improve. You're never done improving this skill. It's made up of a lot of things. It's really an inexact science. But if you play and continually focus on these things, you're going to get a lot better all around. And you'll see it trickling down into other parts of your game. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I really appreciate you listening. I'm going to be bringing you more of these probably about once a week, trying to show you how my game is improving and showing you that if I can do it, so can you. Take care.